Hey, this is Austin with Counterculture Farms. You already know everything we do is different. So what do we have here? Today we're talking about summer annual cover crops. And this beauty right here that's standing up over my knee high, looky, look at that. Woo! Some of it's waist high. Goodness, I love this stuff. Sorghum Sudan grass. Man, it is taking off. So what they told me in the very beginning was, Austin, you cannot get sorghum Sudan grass established in a heavy, thick Bermuda grass pasture. BS! They lying. They wrong. We did again though. I mean, we always try the things that they tell us not to do. Now look at this. You can see why they'd say that. It is literally trying to choke this out. I mean, we got another foot to the ground. I mean, that's crazy, okay? I get it. So how do we get this established? Just use different management than most, that's all. So what we do, we came through here with a large herd of cattle, large herd. This is where I've been driving to go over here, check on the pond over here and some other issues we were having. But so you can see this is about how low that we grazed it. I mean, we really knocked it back, but this is just where I was driving, like I said. But we put the cows on here, grazed it down super low, like an inch. I mean, really, really low. We came in quickly that day and the next day, right behind the cows, and seeded. We seeded the entire field. So this patch right here is a good 25 acres. We actually did 4 different sections. So back left, back right, right over here, and the one I'm standing in actually. So it's all the same sorghum Sudan grass, but we did a different spray in each. And so what we had actually put down was a sprayable lime. It's like a calcium magnesium product. It's just really supposed to unlock all the nutrients in the soil. You know, calcium's the king nutrient. So if your calcium's off or lacking or just unavailable in the soil, then everything else is lacking. Isn't that crazy? So there's a little nugget for you. Look right here. Look, I don't do everything perfect at all. This is not some like amazing row that I skipped so my four-wheeler could drive through, although it would probably work now that I think of that. This is just where I missed it with the seed drill. So you can even see some way out there, but I just didn't line it up perfectly. It's okay. You just gotta get out here. I mean, people are so worried about cover crops and them not coming up perfectly and germinating perfectly. This whole field didn't come up perfect. I mean, yeah, this stuff right here is waist high, but look, this little patch right here beside it, it's getting choked out. Well, some of it's gotten choked out by crabgrass, Bermuda grass, and then you see all of the sorghum Sudan grass coming up through it. The lighter, well, the more lime green looking, the brighter green, the taller plants poking out, that's the sorghum Sudan. It's by no means as thick as that right there, right? That's okay, okay? I'm not concerned. This is a little low area right here where it puddles up in the winter and really, really holds on to some of the water. So it should be a little bit different. The soil's more compact right here than it is up on this hill, okay? People, just whatever paddock that you decide, if you decide on 5 acres or 50, just plant the whole thing and make notes about what comes up well and what needed a little bit of help. You can soil test later. You can come out there with a probe. You can test the compaction in the soil. You can dig and see, did this area have more earthworms in it? Does it need more biology in it, more biological activity? How's the bacteria to fungus ratio? Come on, all these things are playing massive roles in this. So look, right over there, the tree line, all that, fungal dominant, okay? The soil's here in a pasture, you gotta have more bacteria in it, okay? You can't have a fungal I mean, I hate to say can't because there's a lot of things that you can do and people say can't. Most pastures are more balanced with the bacteria to fungi ratio versus a forest, which is heavily fungal dominant, even though it has bacteria out there. So I hope you're catching my drift. So anyways, I just wanted to come out here and show you that things can be done, okay? So then we drilled it in, and absolutely no issue. I mean, this is coming up phenomenal. Now we sprayed this side, this half, with that calcium magnesium product, similar to like a liquid lime, but no worries about the nitrates. Also goes to work instantly, and it's from a trusted source, whereas I don't trust a bunch of that ag lime crap. Anyway, up on the hill on the far side, way out there, we did Mycor Plus, the organic. It is mycorrhizal fungi, heavily dominant in there. It's got bacteria and all that too, but so what's the mycorrhizal fungi? So this is what I was talking about. You still need fungi out here. It's just the fungal dominance has to be a little bit different than a forest. That was the point. Actually, a lot of bit different. Anyways, the mycorrhizal fungi actually connect with the plant roots. So you have endo and you have ecto. So you would have, let's show you on this little blade of grass and pretend it's a root. So inside this root, that's what we're calling it. All right, I'll just pull it up so that we don't get super confused. All right, see the roots, all right? Inside the roots is called endomycorrhizal fungi, okay? Outside or around the root is called ectomycorrhizal fungi. So it lives on or around the root, okay? Not inside of it. So endo and ecto. Anyways, that's what we sprayed out here. So whenever that happens and that connects with the plant, we actually allow it, the fungi works with it so that it can go deeper in the soil, get more water, get more nutrients that the plant couldn't have done by its own. It actually works together with the fungi and the bacteria. I mean, nature's doing it on its own. We're just trying to help it do it a little bit better, okay? It's pretty amazing, folks. If you work with nature instead of against, powerful things happen. So with the chemical fertilizer, we do not apply that crap. Why? Whenever you apply chemical fertilizer to a field like this, what does it do? All this grass is connected with the soil, communicating well. If you've ever seen the movie Avatar, I don't think it's far off from reality. The plants, the soil, the earth, humans, all beings here, the animals here, the insects, I mean, every living thing all connected, okay? So, underneath the soil, all that connection going on, all that communication, a thriving metropolis, right? Well, when you add chemical fertilizer, you have now broken the relationship between the plant and the soil. You've broken the relationship between the roots and the soil, so they are not passing nutrients back and forth. The carbon's not taking up the soil is not taking up the carbon, right? The roots are not taking up the nutrients. They're taking up the synthetic NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, that we have applied with the chemical fertilizer. Now, when it runs out, that's when the plants and the soil go, oh crap, we don't know how to talk no more, right? We've lost all communication. Like an old friend, you got to reconnect, okay? You got to spend some time with them. You got to go through the hard conversations. You're learning it all over again because you lost out on each other. That's what's happening in the soil. Point of all that is, don't spread no chemical fertilizer on your place. Look, if you're doing it 3 times a year, cut back to once a year. I mean, start small, but start somewhere. Everything matters. Counterculture is the difference. Leave your likes, comments, questions below. Subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more coming your way, and it's all counterculture. You already know we do things different. Until next time.